Baba. Hey. How you doing? What? Oh.
Were you taking a dust bath outside? You brought Daddy a gift.
You brought me some leaves and a nice branch. I was very, very happy to receive those.
Family.
Baba.
Family.
Look at this.
Hi, Jacqueline.
What do you have on your face? You have food on your face?
Yes, we were eating.
Hi, lady.
What are we doing?
Hi, princess.
You want to be on the YouTubes for a little bit?
How's my angel?
Coming through this side. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, lady.
Hi, it's Jacqueline. Ay.
Dame un beso. Tony.
Boys. Happy New Year, everyone. We hope you had a safe and compassionate vegan holiday season. We know we've been away from the camera for a little while, and honestly, we've just been focusing on family. And we haven't felt necessarily inspired to make any videos.
Yeah, we don't like to make videos on YouTube just to make videos. We like to make them when we have something that we really want to say.
And so yesterday I was scrolling through the news and caught an article about the length of CVS receipts of all things, and we discovered something that we thought pertinent to veganism. If you've ever done any shopping at CVS, which is a popular pharmacy here in the US, you'll no doubt know that they are infamous for their exceptionally long receipts. People make memes about them, Jimmy Kimmel complains about them, and people just don't like the environmental impact of all this needless paper and ink waste. And yet, CVS continues to print out 5-foot-long receipts for the purchase of one item.
CVS workers say that while customers often complain about the length of the receipts while they wait at the cash register, they rarely sign up to switch to digital receipts sent to their emails in stores or on their CVS app. Only about 10% of Extra Care's around 75 million members have switched to digital receipts. A CVS spokesperson said the company was, quote, exploring ways to increase digital receipt growth this year, including giving customers the option to choose which type they'd like each time they check out.
Popovich, the Texas Tech marketing professor, said that since print receipts are the default option, most customers have status quo bias and won't expend the extra effort of switching to the digital option. So people aren't actively trying to make a change. They are more like marketing the problem, which actually perpetuates the problem. And we thought, why is this? We opt for digital receipts ourselves. You can do this with the push of a button. Here's where status quo bias comes in. This is what vegan activists are combating every day when we're talking to people about living more compassionate lives.
Status quo bias is defined as an emotional bias or a preference for the current state of affairs. The current baseline is taken as a reference point, and any change from that baseline is perceived as a loss. If you're vegan, you no doubt have non-vegan friends and family members, and if you're a vegan activist, you've most likely had countless conversations with non-vegans, from close friends and family to complete strangers on the street. And you've almost certainly discovered how difficult it can be to get most people to make even the simplest change, even when they agree with you.
Yeah, 99% of everyone, vegan or not, agrees that needlessly harming animals is wrong. Or at least it's something 99% of people would not consciously or actively participate in. Animal abuse is seen as a cowardly violence that it is, and is viewed negatively in nearly every culture, in almost every scenario. However, when it comes to needlessly harming animals for taste pleasure, all of a sudden there is significant pushback. This can also be chalked up to status quo bias, even though mostly every single person will refuse to watch slaughterhouse footage.
Even though they eat animal products which come from slaughterhouses.
They'll agree that factory farming is horrific.
Even though they fund it.
And they'll wish they could live in a world where animals were treated better.
Even though they're not taking any steps in that direction.
And they'll hope that animals are treated better in the future, or that corporations,
made of people,
change their policies.
Even though they have no interest in changing their own individual human behavior. This is because the norm is perceived as safe. It is familiar. It is comfortable. It is what we've always done, and that's how most people will continue to live. They want the blinders. They want the blue pill.
But there are those who will have the courage to change. They will have the conviction to say, this is wrong and I will not participate in it any longer. They will have the character to align their actions with their beliefs. These are the people who change the world. And the beauty of the status quo bias is that the status quo changes over time. It was once the status quo that gay couples could not get married, or women did not have the right to vote, and people were viewed as property.
At the time of these social injustices, that was the status quo, but it isn't anymore. If you want change, be that change. By default, most people don't want to change. And in the world of vegan activism, animals cannot save themselves. They would if they could, but we have to be their defenders. We have to be their voice. We have to change the status quo and trust that one day, very soon, everyone will see no difference between slashing a pig's throat for taste and kicking a dog for fun.
Thank you guys for watching, and an unimaginably big thank you to our Patreon patrons. Every dollar we make on Patreon, as well as every dollar we make on Etsy, all of that goes towards Antonio and Jackie's care, because they are rescues.
Yes, we actually recently took Jackie to a vet appointment. Since we've rescued Jackie, she's had mobility issues on and off, and we wanted to get that checked out, and we recently...
Vet number 6, by the way.
This is vet appointment number 6, trying to diagnose accurately the problem, find a solution. So we're very hopeful that she'll be back to running around the table, chasing grapes.
Table?
The table.
When do we let her run? Around on the floor.
On the floor. Oh, yes.
I thought you meant
running around on the floor around the physical table, chasing grapes and running,
backyard,
chasing blueberries in the backyard, and doing all of her fun, active chicken behaviors. And if you're not a patron on Patreon, but you like the channel, if you like what we have to say, if this channel brings you value of any kind, please consider becoming a patron on Patreon and donating. Any amount helps, even if it's just a one-time donation. It all goes to Antonio and Jackie.
It really does help, because medical care for exotics, because chickens are considered exotics in the vet community.
Very exotic animals.
Yes, they are. We are still learning about them. So as a result, it tends to be a lot pricier than like taking your cat or dog to the vet. Any help is appreciated. And by the way, in the spirit of letting you guys in more on the life of a chicken, or our chickens at least, on a day-to-day basis, we are working on a day in the life video for Tony and Jackie.
And that includes Tony getting used to his new prosthetic foot
Finally!
That we had made for him. We'll conclude this video by showing you a little bit of footage of him walking around on his new foot in the backyard. Bye!
Bye.
Anna got me this.
Brian got me this.
Were you wearing each other's shirts?
Yes.
Yes. I like this shirt because I like Back to the Future. I got you this because you like warm things.
Yeah, it's winter here in LA. It's still winter here in LA. Winter. But...
Quote unquote.
Should we let Aria Rose out now?
Yes. Aria.
We placed her in the bedroom because the kittens like to walk in front of the camera when we film. Aria, Princess Rose, now you don't want to come? Oh, here you are. Come here, baby Rose.
Aria.
No, she wants to just go over there.
She wants to be free.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
all
it.
right, that's it. Bye.
Bye.